from Click and Turn here for another trip through my lathe cave. So look at the weather, sunshiny. It is a bit chilly. Anyway, so thanks for joining me again, and today I'm going to be turning a lump of beech that I've had knocking around for God knows how long. So yeah, anyway, that's today's little project. I've already taken the liberty of finding centres because it's been drying and everything looks a little bit ovaled, so yeah, might as well do that. There's a few cracks. Did I just say that? Oh well, old age that's called. Anyway, let's get on. I'm going to put this between centres because you can see I've just made the markings already, so that I can turn my tenon around again. As it happens, there's a bit of meat left on the bone, so I'm not going to have to return a new tenon. Anyway, I might have to make it a little bit bigger. Wonder what that looks like. Better turn the lock off first. Hey, what do you know? It's not too bad. I'm going to turn it a little bit more rounderer. This is what 500 looks like. This is what 750 looks like. And this is what 1000 looks like. Let's go with 1000. Well, there's a nice crack here, and a crack here, and a crack here, just as you expect from a lump of beech drying. There's another crack here, and there's one developing there. There's another few around the sides. Yeah, all in all, as expected. I'm gonna take a wee chunk more off just to see if it makes any difference. Yeah. Take a bit more. We're going to end up with a very small pot at this rate. Well, the one on top here certainly does go down a long way. The other side doesn't look too bad. Let's turn it, see what happens. We can always fill it with something. Yeah, okay, let's deal with the bottom. Dealing with the bottom. Time to do something to the sides. This has all the makings of a nice looking honey pot, or pot that you might want to store honey in, assuming there's no cracks and it all dribbles out. We'll see how it goes. fairy hair. Just straightened up the top edge, but got a bit of bark inclusion there, so that's a pain in the butt. Let's see how far that goes. You know when you're shear scraping right, because you get all this lovely fine, as I said earlier, fairy hair. But I kind of like the shape. We're aiming for a honey pot, so kind of looks like a honey pot so far. Got a rim, though it's a very ugly rim. So let's do something about it. Oh, I'm missing a bit out the top of my skew. That's not a skew. Gouge. Right, I'm going to go and have a sharpen up. Tickle on the Tormek time. A bit punky there, the end grain there. Don't know that I can do much about that. I've got a very sharp gauge now, gouge. Gosh. This is a thinned sealer because I want it to soak into the grain. Might be able to stiffen up that end grain a little bit, and I'm brushing it on because I want plenty on there. Will take 10 minutes to, well, probably a bit longer than that, 15-20 minutes to dry off, but that's fine. I want a cup of coffee, so seems like a perfect time. Here we go. Starbond thin. There are a lot of fissures. So let's be safe and give them a little soaking. There's the big one. Got a little bit of onion granules. Not really. It's sawdust. Right, you know when you're sanding and you get loads of dust coming off and it sits on your sanding paper, well, just collect it up and put it in a jar and then you can fill up holes. Easy. I've done both sides and I've given it a little squirt of accelerator, as you can see from the white stuff. I'm not concerned about that. That should sand off okay. Still a little bit of tear out on the sides, on the end grain rather, but we shall persevere with some sanding and I'll bring you back when I'm done. Well, guess what time it is? True grit time. Wow, doesn't it look lovely? I like that side better. Got lots of little marks and things in the wood. Shame about all the cracks, but you know, some people like it. Some people like flawless wood. Personally, I can go either way. Here comes hollowing time. Not hammer time. You can't see what I'm doing now, can you? Lucky you. I wish I couldn't. Anyway. Let's change the camera around a bit. Okay, I think that's more or less in the way. Oh my word! Look at that! Where'd that come from? Well, now I know it's there. Jeez Louise. Anyway, I'm going to have to think of what tool I'm going to use for that. Probably a round nose scraper, I should imagine. Look at this monstrous thing. It goes on forever and ever. And ever, and ever, and ever. And I made my own handle, but I bought the ferrule adapter thing. And eventually it stops. I have one of these things as well, which is also a nice tool for getting in there and getting around the sides. Ooh, headbutt the camera. Did I just move it with my finger? No, we're alright. I'm done with the inside now, but we got a lot of end grain tear out, as you might expect. Radio. I haven't said that a lot today, have I? Radio. Let's give it a bit of sanding sealer on the inside. Still a little bit punky, but I've been sanding it for hours. and I just don't know what else I can do. I've tried turning it with the tool, shear scraping it, or shear cutting rather. It just ain't doing it. With my limited knowledge, I don't know what else to try. Anyway, I need to reseal the outside because I touched it with some sandpaper, so I had to redo that. Let's give it some true grit. Time to flip it around. Oh, that's a bit better. Forgot to turn my light on. Anyway, let's flip it around. Near the end now. Let's just take this off. Well, here we are at the end of the project. Here's my little honey pot made from beech with cracks all over it. The cracks are filled with CA. It's not one that I'd be prepared to sell as part of my best wares because I just couldn't get the inside right. There was a lot of tear out on the end grain, and without spending 5 days sanding it, then it would never be better. But given time restraints and all this, that and the other, it's actually not bad. I'm sure the missus will find a lovely little plant to sit in that, and we can enjoy it on the sideboard. Once again, my eternal thanks for those of you who have subscribed and liked and shared and all that other jiggery pokery. Thank you very much again, and I look forward to seeing you again on next week. Okay, see ya, bye.